Hi everybody, it's Trish and the Knitting Lady. I've been trying to do this, I've been trying to do this video for an hour. First time I did it was lousy. Then I got a call in the middle of the second time, so here I go again. Anyway, anybody who has Pollard, they're going to try to shut it down for a while, but we will rise again. That's all I'm going to say. They're dealing with the wrong people. So, I have this book. Whoops, excuse me. Whoop. I'm not very prepared, am I? I have this book. I mailed out the yarn to Connie today. Oh, I have to send her an email telling her the tracking number. I'll do that tomorrow. It's just been one of those days. I can't get done what I need to get done. But I was able to get rid of this, I sold this meat grinder that I had for a while. I said, why did I buy this meat grinder? Cast iron meat grinder. I said, well, let me try to sell it on Marketplace, the Facebook Marketplace. And I did. I sold it for half what it was. I paid for it, never used it, but I wanted to, make a quick sale. It weighs a ton though. The gentleman came to get it for his wife, and I said, it's heavy, but then he picks it up like it was nothing. Well, it was heavy to me, because that's what I did. I bought it, and I didn't realize how heavy it was. I went to set it up, and I was like, I'll never use this. It's going to strain my back every time I go to use it. So it's all wrapped up nice and new. So you got a good deal. So the January 9th, the positive quotation is about smiling, which we're going to do. Sometimes your joy is the source of your smile, but sometimes your smile can be the source of your joy. And the gentleman who wrote it, I can't pronounce his name. I think he's from Vietnam. I'm not sure. I'm not even going to try. And physiological, how do you say that word? Anyway, it's been shown that smiling can make us feel happy, even if we are forcing to smile deliberately. Regardless of the science, it makes sense to smile, whether we feel like it or not. A smile energizes our brain as well as our muscles, and we don't want our face to settle into sadness. That's true. Silly as it may seem, I'm going to remind myself to smile regularly today, and then I'll see what happens. I know working on the phones, they always tell us try to smile, because then it comes across more positive. I don't know about that, but you try. So today I went to ask for birthdays. Now I have an Amazon Dot. I don't keep it connected all the time because I don't want Alexa to listen to what I'm doing. None of her business. Even though I have my phone, it's probably listening to what I'm doing. So I asked Alexa this morning. I always say, good morning, Alexa. And she'll tell me event of the day. Well, today I said, well, whose birthday is it today? And she was going on about Bob Denver, who was in Gilligan's Island. No, really. I mean, I watched the show. It was a silly show. I don't remember much about him. Is he really that famous? And I know whose birthday it was today. Plus, I found out it was somebody else I didn't know. So, former President Richard Nixon was born in 1913 on this day and died in 1994. I happen to think he was a good president, but that's my opinion. Jimmy Page was born in 1944. He was always my favorite member of Led Zeppelin. And 1982, Kate Middleton was born. You know, the future. Is she going to be queen when William becomes king? I don't know. I think she's classy. She's very pretty. I think he made a good choice. The kids all look adorable. Of course, I'm not a United States citizen. I don't really get big on royalty. You know, some people follow it. I don't really follow it. I don't really care. Anyway, what was the first U.S. Constitution called? It was known as the Articles of Confederation, and the Continental Congress adopted them on November 15th, 1777. Ratification by all 13 states took almost 4 years. That took place later on March 1st, 1781, and it was replaced on March 4th, 1789 with the present-day Constitution. And a blue whale's heart is the size of a BMW Beetle. It's a big heart. The whale's got a lot of heart. You could even swim through the arteries. That's how big the heart is. And on this day in 2007, Apple CEO Steve Jobs unveiled the iPhone. So, what else can I tell you? Oh, something else came out. In what region of the world would you search for the Loch Ness Monster? You have 4 choices, which you probably don't need because you probably know this already. Denmark, Luxembourg, Ireland, Scotland. Scotland, Loch is Gaelic for lake. The Loch Ness Monster is believed to inhabit Loch Ness, Lake Ness, Scotland. It's described large, long-necked, with one or more humps protruding from the water, and was brought to the world's attention in 1933. Widely believed to be just a myth. Now, I don't know if any of you are South Park fans. I've been watching South Park for years. It's outrageous, but it's funny. And when they had the character Chef, he had his parents, Chef's parents, appeared on the show. And they were talking about the time they met the Loch Ness Monster. And the father says, what do you want from us? And the Loch Ness Monster goes, $3.50. And it was like ongoing joke about the Loch Ness Monster appearing in all forms. Girl Scout came to their door selling cookies, and they asked her, well, how much are the cookies? $3.50. And then she turned into the Loch Ness Monster. It was funny. I got 6 sense of humor. I always remember that. The time I saw the Loch Ness Monster. So, South Park had a good run with that for a while. It was in the early years of the show, because the Chef's not on the show anymore. So, they had some facts about Apple, but they did say, when you ask Siri a question on Apple, it stores everything you say for as much as 2 years. You know, the questions the consumer asks are analyzed, and a number minus the individual's name and personal information is generated to each user. It's held for 6 months, and then they remove the number, but they keep it up to 1.5 years to improve Siri. So they're keeping your information. Oh, I think we kind of always knew that. You have to be careful. That's why I don't keep my Amazon Dot on all the time. But then again, I have an Apple phone, so I don't ask Siri any questions, though. I usually go to, well, now I've been going to DuckDuckGo, yes. Anyway, I finished this book. It is really funny book. In fact, where's the rest of my information? Janet Ivanovich writes about Stephanie Plum. It's a Stephanie Plum novel. Now, this is book 26 in the series. It just came out with 27. It started out with One for the Money. I think it's One for the Money, Two for the Show. I don't know. I have to look it up. It's the Stephanie Plum series. And Stephanie Plum is a bounty hunter. She lives and works in Trenton, New Jersey. And she's always trying to get her man. In fact, the author was inspired by the Robert De Niro movie Midnight Run. And she decided that Stephanie Plum would be a bounty hunter. This occupation provided more freedom as a writer, as bounty hunters do not have a set work schedule or not forced to wear a uniform. Of course, the profession is romanticized in these novels. It's not that glamorous. But it's not that glamorous in these novels either. She really gets into some predicaments. And so to become acquainted with the demands of the career, Ivanovich spent a great deal of her time shadowing bond enforcement agents, which is a bounty hunter. She also researched about the city of Trenton, where she wanted her books to be. She originally comes from South River, which is a little bit away from Trenton. I lived in New Jersey for a while. Trenton is the capital of New Jersey. So her initial book was One for the Money. It was made into a movie, and Katherine Heigl was in it, I believe it. It wasn't a very good movie, I believe it. They could have done a better job with that. There's a character in the series too. Well, she has her parents. She lives on her own with her hamster Rex. And then it's Grandma Mazer, and Stephanie's involved with two men. One is her boyfriend, Morelli, who's a cop. The other one is Ranger, and he runs a security company. And they both always come to Stephanie's rescue. It is really funny. But the movie, the best thing about that movie, I had to watch it again, but I saw it a while ago. Sherry Shepherd, who used to be on The View, played Lula. Jeez, I can't even talk. Anyway, Lula is a former prostitute who works with Stephanie. She's always eating donuts. It's a riot. This girl does not eat healthy at all. And she played Lula, and she was really good. And Debbie Reynolds played Grandma Mazer, and she was really good. But it wasn't really a good movie. Like I said, they could have done a better job. Oh, the latest novel, Fortune and Glory, Tantalizing 27, was released in November. I have to go look that up now. I waited till it became a paperback. Most of them I used to listen to a videotape in the car from the library, because I traveled, one of my former jobs, I had to travel at least half an hour to get to work, so I got through a lot of books that way. But I'm telling you, these books are funny. You should check them out. You know, I'm not going to offer it as a giveaway because books are too pricey to send through the mail. It's too bad. somebody doesn't live near me, I would give them the book. So she has written other books too. I read something else by her, and I still like the Stephanie Plum books the best. So that's about it. Nothing else is going on besides working and trying to keep up with everything, and I'm still behind on watching videos. And please, Sherry K, send me your details to get the tote. I have to go looking, see if I can find her email or other information. So that's about it. I hope everybody's doing well, and take care.